Hi, so managed to pick up 5 iceRiver KS0s, ordered on Thursday and arrived today. This is all 5 here. So I'll include a link to show if you want to get in touch. So if I open one just to show. So I managed to get my router and wires all pre-set up as well. Cool. So that is nice. I was worried that they wouldn't have the 3-pin socket. That's the power pack. Power adapter, I should say. Snug fit, but yeah, KS0. So got 5 of these which I'll set up now. Hopefully it should fit. Oh, it's not going to fit in this. We'll have to be on the side, or maybe at a tilt. But I'll have 5 set up, obviously with the router, and then I'll power it up. So yeah. So I managed to get the one connected and set up, and what I have noticed is it does fit quite snug into here, which is good. So I'm going to connect the next 4 up in a similar kind of fashion, so kind of like a checkered motion. So it took a few minutes to sort this out, but at the moment you can see the 5-minute hash rate is 140, which is very good. But one thing which I did notice is I had to set this to 80%, otherwise it kept on tripping. So I'm going to plug the rest of them up now and see how it all runs. So I've managed to set up the second one as well. One thing that I did notice is when you do initially set it up, you have to obviously put in the Stratum address or the wallet as well. And then it runs for about maybe a few minutes and suddenly stops. And I think it just resets or maybe reconfigures. So this one's running fine now. Once it's reset, seems to be running fine. And yeah, this is the current. So that's the one that I previously set up, and then this is the KS2. So yeah, let's see how it goes with all 5. So I'm just going to be repeating the process now for the next 3, and then I'm assuming the hash rate will fluctuate for at least, you know, the next maybe 5-6 hours, and then I guess I'll have a full view by the end of 7 days, touch wood. So let's see how it goes. Further update 2 as well. It's been running for 42 minutes, so this is the first KS0, and the temps have stayed relatively low, so that's 3946. And then the one which I recently installed, which has been running for 8 minutes, it's currently at 32 and 40. So I think by just keeping it vertically, it may have a bit of an impact. So that it's with 3 setups, so the 4th one will be online shortly. So I'm not sure if that sound is also noticeable, but it usually starts off possibly getting rid of all the something or another, but tends to calm down in a few minutes. So I managed to set up the 5th one now as well, so I stand back. So we've got the router there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a bit of cable management needed, and we've got the power as well. But yeah, all looking good. Doesn't seem to be giving off too much heat. So yeah, I'll show now a video or update you on the current hash rate as well. So finally all set up. All 5 now been running for I think around about just over an hour on the first one, and then about half an hour on the last one, I believe. I've got a tiled view of all 5 miners and then the KASPA pool which I've joined to. So I think this is is that number 1? Just make sure which is which. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so I've ordered them to when I kind of set them up. So that's the first one, second one, third, fourth, fifth. So yeah, all set up, all good, not too loud at all. These are the proposed figures, I guess. So I tested it initially and put just 50 as the first payout, and it worked fine. Well, it did work, but apparently for CoinX it needs to be minimum 100, so I needed another 47, and then it'll be kind of accepted or valid, so it's not lost completely. But yeah, I guess some crazy rates at times. So 139, and then I guess overall, then if I just refresh this, we'll see around about, oh, I think this takes a bit of a lag, but I mean at this rate you've got well over 5, maybe even 600. Overall, I think all 5 took roughly around about 3 hours to set up. I think the initial problem was on the first one, just couldn't quite get the configuration right, but once I was able to get that up and running, and yep, it all just kind of flowed through. So happy with the purchase. I'll most likely do another update in about a week's time, just to kind of show what the progress was, what the hash rate was, what the payout was as well. So the miners have been running for just over 3 hours, I guess. That's been running for 1 hour. This one, what, 4.5 hours, 4 hours 10 minutes, 4 hours 20. So yeah, let's just say 4 hours, give and take. I did switch this one off at one point to try a different pool, but I think given that KASPA pool works fine, I'm just going to stick to that. So in that period, I've had 842, which equates to, if I just do a bit of quick math, so 842 times 0.0233. So it's about £18.50 in the last 4 hours. And then if I times that by 6, so not £18, $18. So that works out to be around about $111 at the moment with 5 miners. So that is the current scope. I think this will change given over the course of 7 days. Excuse me, but yeah, for the moment that's what I'm seeing. Just show you current hash rates as well. So that's 80, 43, 102. There's been a lot of fluctuation. Not sure exactly why that is. I mean, at one point I think this went up to 170 or 183. So there's been a lot of fluctuations. So what I will be doing is uploading another video, possibly in 7 days, just showing an overall average of how much hash rate has been mined, or what the hash rate is, any issues, the heat as well. Just looking at the clocks at the moment, it seems to have just stabilized around about 45, but given it is quite cold here in Wales today, and always, I guess, I can't see this going extremely high, but again, I'll just keep an eye on it, I guess. Thanks very much for watching. New to this, so hopefully we'll be doing a lot more, hopefully in the future with better edits, touch wood. But yeah, thanks very much for watching.